the RacingSimRigs World Series here at Spa Francorchamps. Good evening, everybody. How are you? How you doing? It's a pleasure to welcome you with a working intro. I'm surprised as well. Are you guys proud of me? I made a working intro. It looks so cool. But how are you doing, guys? How are you doing? Spa Francorchamps. It is a track of absolute history. Tim Matske posted the fastest lap here of a 2:16.362 last summer, and he was also the winner, with Rick Cohen setting the pace for amateur that time around. But what will season 2 bring? It is a split grid on both cases, and we hope to see the guys putting in their best foot forward. And to join me, as always, is Craig King. Craig, how are we? Craig?
Hello, I hit the mute button instead of I hit the wrong mute button. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Rob. I'm doing fine, thank you. Hello as well. This is Spa. It is, well, would I call it a legendary track? I call it a flagship track.
I'd call it legendary.
Talk about racing circuit. Yeah, when you call it a like when you talk about racing tracks in the world, Spa is probably one of the first 5. Well, probably in the first 5 tracks you will name when it comes to racing. Spa is just that, that memorable, that legendary. Load of corners, of course. We got to shout.
That's Raidillon, then, actually.
Yeah, we got to call out Eau Rouge and Raidillon, Kemmel, of course, Malmedy, Varge, which I think now, well, it used to be called Varge, but it's now called Bruxelles. Double Gauche, but I don't call it Double Gauche. I still call it Pujon.
Who calls it Double Gauche?
That's the official name for it now.
That sucks. I want a new name.
You called it Double Gauche last time we did Spa.
Well, I didn't mean to.
But did you mean to say that Christian First in the Raidillon TV Ferrari is leading qualifying at the moment? A bit of staggered qualifying for the amateurs. Then we'll have staggered qualifying for the pros. Christian First running a 2:17.789 out there in the Raidillon TV Ferrari.
In the well, it's not the Raidillon TV Ferrari because none of the liveries have loaded in yet. Because yeah, it's just the facsimiles right now that we're dealing with.
You had one job.
I did have one job. Look how well I did it.
It's looking great. By the way, other results coming in now. Gavin Boyett with a 2:18.431. Thomas Dandridge a 2:18.340. You'll be able to see times on the tower. Do they call it the tower still? The information
timing tower.
Yeah, timing tower. Yeah, and Christian First just gone wide. So at Pujon, that will be an invalid lap.
It just sounds like you're saying something very naughty instead of saying Pujon. I thought you were saying Pujon.
Oh,
yeah,
right, Pujon. No.
Yeah, but yeah, I still prefer Pujon over whatever that is. But once the amateurs come in, by the way, I do have something very nice, a little lap around here from one Milan Tikins. He was kind enough to do a lap guide for us. So this is what the pros will be seeing. We're just seeing the qualifying results now. Oh, that's a wiggle from Christian First coming through Blanchimont. Not the kind of thing that you would want.
Unfortunately, but yeah, it won't count. It'd be interesting to see what the lap is, and he
knows
it.
No, yeah, he just
straight in to the pits. Yeah. As you can see, other laps just flying in. Leiden Lee at 2:21.815. Dean Timms 2:19.744. And then a 3:89 for Mark Bailey, also in the 2:19s. You'll be seeing the 2:17s, I think, quite a bit. Practice, we saw a couple 2:16s around there. So the 16:17s is probably the times we're looking at today. If I'm brutally honest, just seeing some more amateurs start. I think that's Josh Seymour Now, of course, I gotta be careful because they're qualifying on the endurance and racing on the GP. Does that confuse everybody? Good. Josh Seymour then coming. I'm just looking at Josh Seymour myself. He is coming down to the start-finish straight, and we're just seeing what he does. He hasn't set a time yet, so he needs some time to go.
Gavin Boyette or Boyette. Sorry, I keep trying to put on a Boyer like a suave.
Yeah. God. Yeah, the 218, 287. You can see in P4. Harry Wills just shoots up the timing order into second with a 217, 967. And I think that's Callum Beaumont. Yes.
Yeah, Callum Beaumont setting a time. He's in 5th position.
So we're just
Still not
waiting, of course. We're all staggered.
They're still not as fast as the boy Matsky, and well, I would also argue not as fast as Frank the Tank. That's what my Frank the Tank.
Not. But let's talk about the special man today, Simon Dodd, as he crosses the line, a 218.887 in the number 49 Eclipse Racing Ferrari. Good enough.
It's his birthday, yeah.
It is his birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
You're driving a Fezza. You're stuck in neutral, and you qualified 7th.
Okay.
I tried making it rhyme. It didn't work.
You try to sing. You just try to sing. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't put much effort into it.
James Armstrong saying he does not want to see his Ford without the paint. Well, I agree.
Well, tell Trading Paints
the last car, but that's it. And
right.
Harry Wills actually is the last car to set a lap.
Right. So let's go ahead and while Harry is Harry's on his final lap, is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He's on his final lap.
Ooh, spicy. Where is he actually? I'm just trying to find him on the circuit. Oh, there he is.
He is coming through Blanchemont. Under the Bridgestone Bridge, braking at the dirt marks into the bus stop. Just taking enough of that curve not to fly you up, avoiding the sausages. Out of the bus stop pretty clean. What will his lap be? It's not faster. It's an 18.033. Still would have been good for P2, but it's not fast enough to dethrone Christian first in the pole. There is hyperpole though, so we'll wait and see.
While we wait for the pros to get on track, let's see what Mr. Man, Louis Eggertson himself said about this track and what kind of lap was he doing today. Let's see.
My name is Milan Tegens and I'm gonna take you for a lap around circuit Spa Francorchamps. Coming up to La Source, hard braking. Try to keep it tight on the apex. Make sure you get a good exit because it's a long straight coming up. Coming up to Eau Rouge and Raidillon. Full throttle, easy flat here. Very nice corner. Now arriving at Camel Straight. It's a long bit straight. Now hard braking for the combo. Try to get to the apex and make sure you clip the curb just for more turn in. Nice line through there. Now arriving at Brussels. Trail braking into the corner. Coming up to corner no name. Just make sure you don't get an off track on the exit. Here, pull one. Very long corner. Just make sure you don't run wide because then you have not a good exit. Now arriving as how I call it the beef puff. Just clip the curb on the inside. Don't run too wide. Now arriving at Stevelo with the hospital on the left hand side. And here, Blanchimont, just full throttle. Very cool corner. And here, arriving at the bus stop, hard braking. Keep it in second. And now up to the line. That was a lap of Spa Francorchamps.
And that was a lap of the boys. Now, Craig. Craig, I have a problem.
That was fun. It's your trading paints is gone, hasn't it?
No, trading paints back, but I tell you what I got into my emails. Forgot to put in my yearly subscription, and it was just like, we're sorry to see you go. And it's like, oh no.
Oh. So this is the last race for Rob. That's the last race for Rob, guys.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the boys, you know. But no, it's mostly just me having to very quickly and discreetly stopping that and starting afresh, and, you know, just making sure that we had full wideness.
Well, I'll tell you who's got full wideness. He's got a whole 5 seconds of wideness. Jesse Jones. First car out, first car to set a lap. The RSR guys are out in fourth. Jesse Jones, followed by Steinbratton. Now, I wonder where Oscar, because let's address something. The RSR, there's a civil war in RSR. Gone are the free BMWs. Oscar Copa has left BMW and drives a
Good.
Ford.
Oh my goodness. What is that?
That is a Ford in matte black. And it looks amazing.
Why do I feel ill?
It looks good.
That thing shouldn't be
Also-
driving.
Also in a Ford this week. That's right. More than one Ford. James Armstrong is driving in a Ford.
Oh.
Still driving as the Queen. Still driving as the Queen. Thank you, Mum. Thank you, Mum. Good to see you, Mum. Still driving as the Queen. As the Queen is setting her... I'm sorry. I'm going to get the government email me tomorrow. Or contact me tomorrow.
I'm gonna get a letter.
And now Stavlot is Armstrong. Yeah. Well, you know what the post is like in England, right? Yeah. Can I have, like, you know, can I get mediation? You know, is that possible? I don't know. I tell you what you can get. You see on your times at the moment, two pros already set their times. Steinbratton 2:16.871, Jones 2:17.256. Teekens now comes in after that fantastic lap guide 2:17.591. What does James Armstrong set in the Ford? He doesn't set anything. It's an invalid lap. So we got three pros already setting their time. Jonas Dreyer in at the Raidillon Audi. About to cross the line himself. Off track. Nothing. Oscar Copa in the Ford. 2:16.998. Good enough for P2. Here comes Joris Veland for Bushfink. In a valid lap. So we're still seeing
Chris Staines going fourth.
Yep. Comes fourth. Dennis Van Arch. He will cross the line. What is his time as he crosses for the first lap? Again, invalid. We are seeing a lot of invalids. These pros are pushing the limits to this car. Julian Kesselhut. He needs a good result after that race earlier last week. 2:17.693. It's only good enough for 6th. What about Carter Hutchinson in the BMWs? He crosses the line. 2:17.868. Only good enough for 8th. And Louis Eggerson goes 10th. So it is all to play for. And we've still got some other cars. Maximilian Ooston coming out for his first race. 2:18.027. And we're seeing some
the newest boy. He's a new boy.
Yeah, the new boy. Yes, I will tell Robert how to say your name, Gavin.
Gavin Boyette. There you go.
Boyette.
But you see, I just keep seeing the two T's, and I'm like, Boyette.
Boyette. We've got bonsoir.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Yeah. So you're seeing quite a mixture. For those unaware of the new format, you're seeing a mixture there of greens and yellows, oranges. The greens are the pro drivers, the oranges / yellow, the other color are the amateurs. Now they will be separated into their own groups. After this, we'll be going to a new session after qualifying, and that will be
somebody's having issues. Who was that? Somebody had issues.
I have no idea who was having issues.
Who just had an issue? Who had issues? Anyways, Ole Steinberaten doing a
James Armstrong.
Oh, James Armstrong.
Sorry, James Armstrong just went 8th with a 2:17.808. Ole Steinberaten improved his time with an 16.843. As did Jesse Jones, a 9.69, as Copa still did a 9.98. His second lap was invalid. So he's going to stay P3 at the moment. Could be an RSR clean sweep at the... We'll wait and see. I think Jonas Dreyer is now the next car to cross the line. Yeah, it was a 2:19.104. He starts his second lap.
Carter Hutchinson coming up to the chicane, just coming past Blanchimont. Absolutely keening it right now. See what time he sets.
Oh, very unclean at the bus stop. A little bit sketchy coming out the bus stop there. But it's a 2:17. You got to get here. It's a 2:17.926. It's not good enough. Not good enough. And I think that...
Yeah, that was worse than his first lap. Yeah, so he's not moved a position.
So oh. Look. We want... Yes, I know you want to show off your new logos, Louis. Don't go throwing.
Tobias Younger going 14th with a 2:18.167, improving his time, but only moving up 3 positions. Ben Smith, Jonas Dreyer, and Chris Hamer are all going to set their laps. Well, they're actually setting their laps right now. Let's see if anybody can upset the apple cart. It is a one on my... Oh my lord. It's a 1-2-3, but the Ford is in 3rd. Why is it there?
Wow.
Ben Smith not improving his time. Neither did Chris Hamer. Jonas Dreyer is 1 of 3 still out there. Jonathan Hoggard is also out there doing his thing. Carter Hutch said at that time he's in 9th position.
Taylor Lane's coming around the bus stop right now. He's about to set his last lap in Kane. He crosses a 2:20.061. I think he just wanted to make sure he had a lap time.
A lap, yeah. More than anything else. Jonathan Hoggard does not... Yeah, is in bad lap. It would have been a 2:17.999. Taylor Lane's actually pulled off to the side. He won't set another lap. That's it. And Hoggard also didn't set a lap time. So that is it. Well, it is it for the normal laps. It is now Hyperpole. Who's going to win? And who's going to win?
It's a top... Now, remind me, it's a top 5 drivers that will go out and... In each class, top 5 in each class that will go out and then set them... Try and have 2 more laps of themselves to try and set a faster time. And the track is getting cooler, I think. 22 Celsius, 72... Fahrenheit. We'll wait and see. So we'll be the top 5 in the pros. Steinberaten, Jones, Copa, Danes, Teekins. And then I think it'll be the top 5 in the amateurs. Furs, Wills, Dandrin, Boyett, Beaumont. I think there's one more, which will be Andrew Miller. Unless I can't count to 5.
So just so you guys are aware, and for all those watching at home, Simon Dodd's birthday is today. I sang him a very wonderful happy birthday. Wonderful in the eyes of the beholder, as in me. But if I've upset your ears, I do apologize. What's upsetting your eyes right now is the fact that Oscar T. Coper is in a Ford and is now going on Hyperpole. He's taken the manatee. Well, he's taken the manatee line of. Well, sure, look at.
Of course, you take a 25-point penalty changing your car, and he was happy to do it. And it'll be interesting to see what that does in terms of the rest of his season. Just 3 races to go after this. By the way, as we are waiting for them to start the hyperpole, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Live on iRacing.com/live and on YouTube/Raidillon TV. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. If
Consider
you would
becoming
like
a member.
To see more of us, we are, consider a member. Live later tonight, American time, 8 o'clock Eastern, will be the Racing Sim Rigs America series. GT3s at GTE, at Montreal. And then for the weekend, we bid adieu to Season 4 with ILMS Friday night, 1900 GMT at Spa. And then Sunday at 1945 GMT, the Fanatec GT Challenge at Monza.
It's going to be interesting. Oh, a little bit of a upset stomach there on Chris Daines. He's having to squirrel under braking. Not much you can really do. Has to get the car squared away.
It's only a warm-up. Yeah, it's only a setup lap, so as long as he doesn't compromise his exit out of the chicane, should not be too much of an issue.
He's also got a little bit of slipstream from Oscar Coper. I mean, plenty of slipstream. Look how wide that Ford is compared to that BMW.
Look how low that Ford is compared to that BMW. Can a car like the BMW get slipstream from something so low?
Yeah, because it's got a massive wing on it. I mean, look how big that wing is. It's so big they managed to fit G Performance on the back of it.
G Fuel? Oh, G Performance. Okay.
Yeah,
other drinks are available.
Yeah, other beverages are available. We are the BBC.
I'm just watching Chris Daines as he goes through Lake Coombe. Always loved that section, Lake Coombe there. Because, it's same with Lake Fawn. The two sections where you think they're like right lefts, but the thing is, you take them totally different. The apex is not the line. You're almost avoiding the apex as you come out of the first part of Lake Coombe. And at the start of Lake Fawn, you're basically waiting until the last minute to hit the apex. You saw as well with Milan Tica's video. A very good video, as I was saying. I was really impressed with it as well. But that's the standard of a guy that has won it in the real world around here.
Exactly. Wait, Milan Tica's won the real world around here?
He's won races around here, yeah.
Well, credit to him.
He did in races around here.
Project No Setup on the side of their car. I know on Eggy's car, Eggy being Louis Eggertson, he's got Montreal, what's it, Montreal something?
Oh, okay. Do I have to see that?
Well, I can't remember what it is.
Oh dear.
It's hang on, let me double check. I know it's something like Montreal winner or something. Or Montreal champ.
Oh yeah.
Montreal master, there we go.
Montreal master. Right, so they started their first laps. Simon Bratton had an invalid lap at Coper's gone pole. 2:16.803. Jesse Jones did not go faster. He decided to basically just save the time there. Chris Daines did not go faster. Milan Tikins is crossing the line. He also gets invalid. And of course, Julian Kesselhut missed out on hyperpole.
By one position, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but by a tenth of a second, he missed out on hyperpole.
What does Furs do? Furs, let's see what you can do, buddy. He dives to the right. He does not improve his time. He actually did. He was 5/10 of a second slower on that lap that he did, comparative to the lap he did before. We're just seeing
Dandridge invalid. Boyette about to cross the line though. Just seeing what
Harry Wills
does.
Harry Wills coming through the S's onto Sabla.
Oh, Boyette goes faster. Sorry, Boyette goes faster. Oh, 2:18, 171. He leapfrogs Dandridge. So that will take him from 5th on to 4th in the amateurs. What am I talking about? No, sorry. That puts him from 4th into 3rd in the amateurs.
5th into 3rd. Was he not behind?
Like that.
Yeah, 5th into 3rd. We'll go with that.
Behind Beaumont. He was behind Beaumont. Put it like that. He was behind Dandridge, sorry. And leapfrogged Dandridge. So we'll go with that.
That's fair enough.
We're professionals,
Yeah, extreme professionals. Harry Wills coming across the line. What does he do? He's in 11th position overall right now. He goes faster. He is pole position for the amateurs. He has beaten Christian Furs. That's not good. I mean, it's good, but it's not good for Christian Furs, who couldn't get in an extra lap. So he's been unseated. Milan has crashed. No. Milan Tikins will not improve his lap time. He'll stay 5th.
Bit of a crash there for Tikins. Steinbraten goes pole. 2:16.775. Jesse Jones will come across the line. It's good enough, but it's only good enough to keep him P3. And Copa pitted. Copa pitted. He'll take the P2. So that's your top 3, unless Chris Danes, but he pitted. So that's your top 3 for the pros. We know Harry Wills is... Has he got another lap? I think he's done his 2 laps.
No, I think he's got another lap.
Dandridge, Boyett, Beaumont. They are also 3 cars out there at the moment. Dandridge looking, he needs to find a good time coming around. Comes around Blanchimont, sorry. Into the chicane. See, he takes a bit of curve there. Almost hits the sausage on the entry. Hits the sausage definitely on the exit. Let's see what he's got. He needs to go a tenth faster if he wants to get that position back. It's not faster. It's 2 tenths slower. He stays there. What can Gavin Boyett do? Can he actually go above the 2 cars in front? Can he find 4/10 of a second? Will be interesting. He may have got an off track there at the end. We'll just wait and see. It's not faster though. He will stay where he is unless Beaumont decides he wants to have a go. Oh, he takes a lot of curve. That might be invalid. You remember Spa here. It's not faster. It's almost identical to the time he set, and we just wait for Harry Wills.
Harry Wills is the last man to settle up. Where will he place the chess piece? Because the board's now set, and the pieces will move once this goes over to the next session. So then, for those who are unaware, it'll be a separate session for the racing. So we will be in a quick intermission while the session loads up, and we'll be back in with the boys. No, so that's it. That is it for now.
So, shall we do a quick rundown of the times? Now, remember, the amateurs will be split up, but we will still go through the top times. With Ollie Steinbraten doing a 2:16.775. Of course, it's the RSR 123, but Oscar Coper in a Ford, a 2:16.803 in P2. Jesse Jones, a 2:16.868 in P3. Into the 17s now. Chris Danes, 2:17.459. Milan Tikins, 591. Kesselhut, 693. Harry Wills is the lead amateur driver, 2:17.774. Christian Furs just behind him in the amateurs, a 2:17.789. Then James Armstrong with a 2:17.808. Carter Hutchinson, a 2:17.868. Joris Phelan, 2:17.958. And Louis Eggerson, 2:17.984. We go into the 2:18s with Maxime Ouston, 2:18.027. Tobias Younger, 2:18.166. Gavin Boyett, 2:18.171. And Thomas Dandridge, 2:18.231. Dennis Van Atch, 2:18.269. And Callum Beaumont, 2:18.67. Then Neil Butler, 2:18.788. Andrew Miller, 2:18.860. Simon Dodd with a 2:18.887. Christian Stocker with a 2:18.931. And Zachary Ayama, 2:18.951. Into the 2:19s very quickly. Ben Smith, 2:19.001. Chris Hamer, 2:19.034. Jonas Dreyer, 2:19.104. Liam Ahern with all the threes, 2:19.333. And Mark Bailey, 2:19.389. Spencer Vick with a 2:19.567. And Dean Timms, a 2:19.743. Then Taylor Lane with a 2:20.061. Andreas Talowitz, 2:20.298. And Leiden Lee, a 2:20.909. Did have 5 people who did not set a valid lap time. Rucker Weichin, Josh Seymour, Tim Shestag, Matt Heatrick, and Jonathan Hoggard.
So, we're just waiting for the race session to go over. For race 1, it'll be a split grid. And it will be quite an interesting one. It is 45 minutes for the first race, 25 minutes for the second race. So they'll have to pit in the race 1. Don't have to in race 2. So it'll be a bit of a squeeze. A little bit. A bit of a squeeze. Yeah, a bit of a squeeze. As we see the trees The very 2D trees of Spa Francorchamps. I still don't get that, by the way. It's just like when you're facing them horizontally, they look convincing, but then you get into like the cameras up here, and it's just like, oh, this isn't a forest. It's like they got the marshals to erect to make paper mache trees that are like 200 feet tall, and then just got them to do that project for like 2 weeks.
But by the way, Louis had posted an image of his car. The wing says setup goes brr. The front does say Montreal Master, and he's got a nice little sticker on his windscreen with Rob and Craig Hart. I think he means us.
I think he's spelling our names wrong. I think this is a lesson for us to, get names right.
No, really?
I'd imagine that we would get them right after. Well, how long have we been doing this now? 9 months.
Yeah. God, is it really 9 months? Wow.
Almost 9 months. Yeah.
Wow.
We started. The two of us, alone and afraid and frightened, started ILMS in March or something like that.
I think it was
March.
February.
It might have been February, actually.
Yeah. Wow. Now look at us.
Started
from the bottom. Here we are.
We're 2 inches up from the bottom.
Oh, okay, we're 2 inches up. Okay.
Are we having a baby? We should call it Eau Rouge.
We call it Blushum.
Can we do a stop it on this? So guys, what are you looking for? What are you looking for in terms of racing here today? Because we didn't put up a detailed start because it's a qualifying session and nobody has time for that. What we do have time for is to see where the boys will be. Boys with the car toys. Because the split grid will be split by pro and amateur, so overall it'll be a bit different once we get into the session. And
one of the things I do always like, one of the things I do like though, is there's going to be a 10 to 15 second gap between the two classes. So it's going to feel like, classic multi-class racing. So we will be, there will be those moments so we'll be able to see what's going on. And of course, for those unaware with the system for the RSL World Series, it is a start zone procedure. So when it goes green on the flag, when Barney waves that green flag, you don't go. When the leader goes, you go. That's the best way of putting it at the moment. So session will be going live. It is live.
You're slow and asleep, old man. The future is now. We're already in. Yeah.
I don't know which one it is.
Don't even
at Grand Prix. There we go. Grand Prix. There we go.
I mean, that's the only difference, I think, is just that we're using Grand Prix pits. That's it.
Yeah. Grand Prix pits mainly just to help with the start zone procedures. By the way, shout out to RacingSimRigs for sponsoring the series. For those unaware, they're not racing for money. They're racing for sim rigs. Literally. The winner of the Pro and the winner of the AM will win a sim rig courtesy of RacingSimRigs. And they are some pretty good sim rigs, actually. Shout out to their Instagram.
You keep gushing over them as well. You love them.
Yeah, thanks for the money. Yeah,
also,
okay.
I would like to point it. No, I would like to point out, by the way, when we're loading up the in the beta UI, or as it's called, the iRacing UI, they call it corner number 9. What's that? It's no name. Ah, they call it no name. iRacing, though, what's up?
I raced. I watched an ILMS race last night, and using the BTUI, it shows the map. And literally on Discord, I started shouting, iRacing knows how it is. I love iRacing. And I was like, why? I said, because they call it Puhan. They don't call it Double Gauche. I'm like, thank you. They are true to the classics.
Yeah. You know, do you even respect the classics?
Yeah.
Because I already know Jordan Worth respects the classics. But does Bottom Split TV respect the classics? That's the question.
Oh, No Name has changed to Jackie X, apparently, according to the European.
What are these name changes? Hello?
I don't know myself. I had no idea it changed to Jackie X. That doesn't make sense.
Trading Pains, cooperate. I gotta make Trading Pains cooperate by giving it.
Whip it.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Get your back into it.
I tell you what I have not done today, and we always like to try and bring it up. I haven't told everyone in the standing.
You haven't told what?
So let's go to the pros all of a sudden, and I have not gone over the standings.
Oh, you silly sausage!
And Oscar Copa is leading. Now I don't know if that's before or after the penalty points have been applied for him, but sitting on 4.34 with Jesse Jones on 4.33, then Julian Kesselhut on 3.69, tied with Ollie Steinbrachen also on 3.69. Milan Tikins is fifth with 3.50, and Jonas Dreyer was 2.41. Adam Christo 2.13 in seventh, and Ben Smith 2.08 in eighth. Will Egby 2.03 in ninth, and Louis Eggerson 195 points in 10th. That's your top 10 in pros. How about the amateurs? Well, it's just as close. Unless your name's Christian First, who has blown away the field right now. Thank you, Raidillon TV. Who's leading with 411 points. Thomas Dandridge in P2 with 372. Harry Wills, 347. Joshua Meyer, 249. Andrew Miller, 247. Jack Rouse, 244. Gavin Boyett, 237. Tim Shestag, 226. Lyden Lee, 198. And Callum Beaumont, 192.
Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. The current time locally is 12:05:28. Track length of almost 7 kilometers with a track altitude of over 414 meters above sea level in the forests. It is clear and with a slight breeze to the southwest. The track temperature is currently 19 degrees Celsius. Or 67 Fahrenheit.
67 Fahrenheit, yeah.
Which is cold. Cold in comparison to what we're used to.
I just saw Rutger Wygen's livery.
Rutger Wygen. What does he have?
He is also driving a Ford. He missed qualifying.
What's... is the drink on? No, no, Kimmy, no. You will not have the drink. Oh my...
Yeah, but it's connected.
Oh my goodness gracious, what is that?
Yeah, doesn't it look good?
No.
I'll be honest. It looks like something that I would run. I did run in the pickup cup earlier today.
What is that, Rutger? What is that? Why do I feel ill, Rutger? Rutger, please. Oh yeah, that's what you get for running that livery.
No, hang on. You can't be biased.
I'm not being biased.
I'm just being.
Racing. And it's fat with a PH. Fat.
Yeah.
What other disgusting things have you found on that car? Oh, what? I don't even know what. There's peg on the back. There's faces on the front and sides. But the birthday boy.
I don't think, yeah, the birthday. Yeah, let's get away from this car. The birthday boy.
Look at him. Look at the birthday boy. Oh wait, is he? Oh, he's changed teams. He's in an Eclipse car today.
Yeah, brand new livery. And brand new livery for Eclipse full stop. And it's looking pretty good, if you ask me.
This is the birthday boy. Happy birthday to Simon Dodd. Well done on reaching another year and hope for many more. You know, I was trying to go somewhere where I was like, yeah, you've reached another year. Hopefully you get some presents.
But presidents, when you're at that age, well, sorry, when not that age, sorry, when you're at a certain age, you stop wanting presents and ask for money.
I still like presents, but that's just me.
I'm the type of person that I'm like, I don't know what you want, what I want. Give me money.
Mum, give me money. Just ask the Queen for some.
Right, there is, yeah, there is a minute left on practice. A couple of cars taking a couple of laps out there at the moment. Carter Hutchinson on 2:17.652, just getting some practice time out there. The other guys just doing some tester laps. Christian First is 2:17.108, so a couple of guys just getting themselves mentally prepared, and a couple of guys just literally just getting themselves around the track and just making sure they're limber. Is that the right words to say? I think limber is the right word to say there.
Wait, did you say limber or?
Yeah, limber. You know, limber.
What is this? The 1800s? What word is that?
You know, you get yourself loose. Limber.
I have never heard limber up until this very moment.
No, you can't. No, excuse me. You have never heard limber. You limber.
No. I've lumbered home. LUMBR. As in, like, I was so tired I had to
prepare for a limber up to prepare for a physical activity by doing exercises so that one's body can move and bend more easily.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Wow.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Wow.
Rob? Yeah, Rob, you've never limbered up. I cannot believe it.
No, I haven't. Anyways, we didn't have an issue, by the way. We were just getting ready for the grid. I didn't make it look all fancy, but we are getting ready for the grid start here. We're just on board in the car. Oh, we were in the car of Christian Furs. Let's see what the grid is looking like. Actually, let's just see there. 30 seconds until they set off on their short little pacing towards the start-finish straight. Let's see. Can we get the boys? Oh, the boys are in shot. Look at that. Look at that grid. Woof. Woof.
One of these things does not look like the other. I wonder what that is.
I wonder what. Yeah, it's pink and it's got faces on it. You didn't even do. I'm looking at it now. The background for like the number plates are in like this really weird, like the background is like very high contrasty, and the numbers are like massive. But that is the Raidillon TV car of Christian Furs. Or surrounding him is pros and amateurs. Harry Wills will be leading the pros, and Ole Steinbraten will be leading.
Harry Wills will be leading the amateurs.
Yeah.
Ole Steinbraten will be leading the pros. You said Harry Wills was leading the pros.
Oh, well then that's my mistake. But look at this. On board with the pace car. I wonder if it's actually got... I'm tempted to see now. Oh, it's all broken. Never mind that. But they are coming up to the start-finish straight. You can just see the pros running behind the gearboxes, or the gearbox of the safety car. Raidillon TV, the only corner you ever need, as they snake around now. And as we get ready to go, the start zone is all the way up ahead of them. They won't be starting up until Ole Steinbraten goes, and he's gone. And he's already put himself in a way, and away we go into the first turn of La Source. This is going to be absolutely tricky to get around. Just everybody just going side by side. Very nice and tidy. It's a bit of a squeeze there, and if you're not careful, you sort of just go panic mode. The amateurs are also doing their own start now, as we're looking at Christopher's, and Harry Wills already bolted away. He's cutting across to maintain his line. And all they go around. Oh, Callum Bowman. Where did he come out of?
Callum Bowman in a pit stop. There is a car spun at the back of the amateurs into the first corner. That's Raidillon Lee, who's had a bit of a spin there, but nothing too serious. Everyone's going up the hill one by one. Let's get back to those pros, because it's all happening at the moment. Chris Hamer's just managed to go on the inside of Jonas Dreyer around Lake Coombe. And I think there's a couple other positions as well. Yes,
oh, there's crashes in the background. Just Jonas Dreyer's gone.
Yes, Jonas Dreyer, Taylor Lane. What's happened here? That looks like that was Dreyer. Oh, Dreyer lost the car. Just goes right into Taylor Lane. They both got heavy damage there. Nothing he could have done.
I do not have my instant replay function.
Oh
dear.
Well, I can tell you, Rico Wygen is in the pits as well. He has...
Wait, no, I do. I fixed it on the fly. Jonas Dreyer, let's see what happened to him. And let's actually see what happened to Rutger Wygen. First and foremost, what happened here?
He lost it at Raidillon. He got taken out at Raidillon.
Did he lose it himself?
No. You will watch now on the replay. He's coming down straight.
You would be seeing if the timing tower wasn't in the way. No, he lost it himself. Oh no, that's clear and cut. Look at this. I mean, let's go into the overhead. He just tried forming up, and oh, look at his line compared to everybody else. And oh dear.
Right, so we're 45 minutes in. We're a 45-minute race at the moment. I'm just seeing in the back of the amateurs. It's very interesting to see the back of the amateurs. Spencer Vicks just made a great move around the inside there of Blanchimont. Everything else looking pretty safe. There's a car in the pit. That's Callum Beaumont has jumped into the pit again. Started in the pit. See what happened there.
Ooh! Oh no! Jonas Dreyer lost control of his car and he hit somebody else. No harm, no foul, but unfortunately it does happen. But at the very least, it's clean racing, guys. It's very good clean racing as we get into lap 2. I am so sorry we were playing for that long, but technical issues.
Technical issues.
1, 2, 3 for RSR, by the way. And I'm still nauseating at the fact that Ford is actually in second place. Not because of the man who's driving it, not at all. The man who's driving it is very skilled, and we should emphasize that. But it's because it's a Ford.
Let it go, Rob. Let it go. I mean, well, the RSR guys might be pulling away as per usual. I'm really curious if this battle behind them, Chris Danes and Milan Teekins, and you're throwing Kesselhut and Armstrong. There's still a little bit of a pack of 4 at the moment as they're all going by. Armstrong might be losing it though. But you can see Teekins, he's having to find the right places to just set this up. And the more he just holding back there, Chris Danes just pulls away a little bit, and Kesselhut's having the same issue. Kesselhut really needs to get by Teekins and Danes here, but in that Audi, going to be struggling on top speed around here, which is a bit of a shame. As you see, those BMWs are just starting to pull a little bit. James Armstrong was actually going to be coming up beside Julian Kesselhut, but yeah, playing it safe there is Armstrong. Does not want to make that move around inside Blanchimont. Might actually get an off track just to avoid the off track, I think, but he does lose time on Kesselhut as Teekins and Teekins and Danes continue to just, well, they're slowly pulling away from Kesselhut, but he's still got that slipstream.
So in the pros, Julian Kesselhut is fighting to overtake Milan Teekins, but James Armstrong is not letting him by as they go into the source once again for lap 3. 20 laps estimated on the schedule, and that'll be for the long race. For the short race, I think it'll be about 12-ish laps, maybe something like that.
something. It is a small.
By the way,
indeed.
I
Battle
forgot
for the amateurs. By the way,
I was about to say
the battle for the amateurs.
The battle for amateurs is heating up. That is Harry Wills going on the inside of the source. What on earth? The inside of the source. He's on the outside, coming up towards Eau Rouge into Raidillon. He's got a nice wider line compared to Gavin Boyette. Oh, did he slingshot? He slingshotted out of there, and he's going. Oh, he's actually not going as fast as I thought he was. That's, by the way, Taylor Lane with massive amounts of damage on his front end. He's just trying to do his best, and that's... Oh, Harry Wills using as much curve as he possibly...
The overcooked it, he hasn't, and he's taken the inside. Very good line there from him, but he's just not been able to make it work. Can he try the over-under through Malmedy? He has, he's got the inside. They're coming down into Brussels. This could be quite interesting to see. Breaks a little bit later, dives in. Has he cooked it? No, he's fine. Boyette will try to go for the over-under. There's nowhere for him to go. Into No Name, a.k.a. Jackie X. They almost touch. They do not. Harry Wills pays that off. All started with that great move. Unfortunately for Boyette, going onto the inside into Lake to get into Lake Coombe was not the right position, and Wills capitalizes on it by getting a better line. Christian First staying out of that and hoping that they did not touch. They almost did a couple times, but great racing from the two of them as Wills takes the lead of amateurs.
Harry Wills taking back his lead of amateur. He had it, and then Gavin Boyette of Valhalla Sim Racing just going, just a casual little sneak up. But look at Simon Dodd. Look at him go. Car number 49, where did he start? He started 27th overall. He has gained 4 places, and he is now in 5th position in amateur. Looking to see if he can catch up to the rear end of Thomas Dandridge. He's got some cleaner air, which actually is useful around here, because clean air, it's great for Blanchimont, because you don't want dirty air upsetting the car when you're trying to take a very fast corner where you essentially are on a nice edge. That is Taylor Lane taking the pits.
Sorry, that's Taylor Lane. Yeah, and he's just held up Harry Wills there. A little bit of miscommunication. So let's do it again. Side by side again. What can they do? And I think that Boyette's got it into the source, but he might have cooked it. He has cooked it a little bit, but I don't think Harry's got the speed. He has to get right beside him, and I don't think you do want to go 2 by 2 up Eau Rouge. Come on, boys. This is going to be risky. Who's going to blink first? No way. They're going to do it. They're going to go 2 wide through Eau Rouge. And it looks like that Boyette's had a slowdown. It might have a slowdown. He had to go up a little bit. He is having a slowdown. Christian First will go there. Dandridge is here. 4 cars coming down the Camel straight. Could be 3 wide. If Dandridge just decides to pull to one side. Christian First has to go in with Harry Wills. Decides not. Harry Wills has got that inside line.
No, Gavin Boyette's gone.
No, Boyette's gone as he just lost it there. He's managed to keep hold of it though. Managed to keep hold of it, but that slowdown, look at everything. That is a wow.
Just as on a slow-mo there, he tucked in, and just unfortunate. Just caught the rear end as he was trying to tuck back in. He was tucking back in. I think that was in front of the VRT car. Unfortunately, nowhere really to go for him other than a tippy tap and then a wall.
I can't believe those two went 2 wide through Eau Rouge and Raidillon. That was fantastic driving. Those two for the last lap and a half were so respectful. And hopefully, I don't think Boyette's got a lot of damage. He might be able to work his way back up. There's still 35, 36 minutes left in the
That's Christian First making a mistake. That is Simon Dodd on the inside. Well done to him. He's managed to make it, He's now up into 3rd position. He's just snuck in where nobody else could see it. Well done. Ooh, but he has Christian First on the inside. Christian First is looking to see if he can stomp his authority. No way did he just do that. Simon Dodd on the outside of Blanchimont put his authority on the line, and Dodd made it happen. He made it stick.
Yeah, made it stick first. Thought he could do it, but he just realized that he was not going to get the optimal line. But Dodd managed to stay. Tobias Younger in the pits already. I think he's had a bit of damage. We'll keep an eye on that.
He only had an 8-second pit stop.
Oh, he might be taking his mandatory pit stop then.
That might be a good idea.
Meanwhile, at the back of the pros, that is Jonathan Hoggard overtaking Chris
Hamer.
but
Oh
Mike
no!
Cook-
He's cooked him massively. You could just see there.
Oh, he's okay.
I just want to replay that just
I'll tell you
for.
what.
Sorry, this is.
You
Yeah. Look at this. Look at just how Jonathan Hoggard just like, oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. I will not do that. He manages to hold it, but oh dear, that was a brown pants moment if I've ever seen one. And it's just like, what's the word I'm looking for? You know when you're like, I've done something right. I've done something right.
Well, all I'm going to say right now, let's get back to the pros because a Ford walked into a bush shrink party. And unfortunately, it's not good. James Armstrong did get past Carter Hutchinson, but right now behind him, that Ford has got 2 BMWs, Joris Phelan and Carter Hutchinson itself. The 2 bush shrink racing cars are behind the Ford. Can they keep up to him is the question. And also behind them, by the way, is Louis Eggleston, who is trying to keep on to the toe because you do need the slipstream around here. I'm just curious to see what Hutchinson can do on Armstrong. Just not able to pull away. And remember, the BMW does have a lot of top end speed. So does the Ford. And yeah, not able to do anything. And in front of them, by the way, we've got this battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th between Teekens, Danes, and Kesselhut. So while the RSR guys are just out on their own, you've got a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You've got a battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th at the moment. And it's just 3 groups at the moment of 3. And maybe we'll get a couple more as it looks like some more dynamic racing. Is just trying to catch the back of that pro train with Eggleston and Houston.
Ooh, battle for... Ooh! Rear ending! Rear ending has just begun in... not begun, but it happened in the middle of a battle. That was Simon Dodd and Christian Furs battling for 3rd position. Ooh, a little bit of a touch there.
Heavy hit. Heavy hit. So we've now got 3 cars, and it could be 4. As Yama looks like he wants to just go a little bit more. Nah, that's not the place you want to be making a move right now. So Yama decides to pull against it. 4 cars here, and these are some of the top cars in the amateurs at the moment.
That is Simon Dodd getting a slingshot. He's going out wide. He's making it very well known that he will go out on the outside of Spencer Vick. Simon Dodd making the move. Does he stick it? Can he stick it? He's sticking it. He's sticking it. Oh, crikey.
Oh, and they almost touch. They almost touch. I think Spencer Vick with a little bit of neck. Probably a little bit of neck code there with Spencer Vick on Simon Dodd. They did not touch on my screen, but Vick had to make a little bit of a tweak there, losing a couple of spots. They both tried to go. And unfortunately, Spencer Vick picked himself. He got so much slipstream with Christian Furs that Christian Furs was too slow and he had nowhere to go. And that just allows Simon Dodd to make the move. He makes the move and Christian Furs just continues to pull away from these, but still, your leaders in the amateurs, Wills, Dandridge, and Furs, and Wills extending his lead to 1.5 seconds at the moment.
Well done to Simon Dodd getting back into 4th position, but he's lost the rear end of Christian Furs, who is 3.8 seconds behind Thomas Dangerous. So it's Harry Wills and Thomas Dangerous in their own little bubble out there. You can just see them there right now doing their thing. Harry Wills, after having a good start, has decided, I like this a lot, and just kept going.
Oh yeah, you almost cursed him there. He hit the grass and almost had a little bit of a tweak there. You almost cursed him.
Wait, who did I curse now?
You, Harry Wills, as he was coming up to Blanchemont. I just saw the tires go over the grass, and the car just wanted to tweak a little bit to the right, and he had to control the car. Meanwhile, behind, Simon Dodd on a defense against Yama, and manages to hold it as Yama was trying to go almost side by side with him going into the bus stop. Spencer Vick managed to recover a spot, but unfortunately, he made up 11 spots at the start of this race. It's now 10 spots. A great drive there from Vick. Where is Gavin Boyett, by the way? I think he's not had a good time at the moment, unfortunately, ever since that moment at Lake Coon. Yeah, he's currently down.
Oh no! No! Andreas Talowitz! He's made a mistake in the pits. Did he? I thought he put his car into reverse. He missed his pit box.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he missed his pit box. You can just see it in the corner. He missed his pit box. As you can see, Simon Dodd again having to defend himself. The birthday boy getting birthday bashes and having to defend himself from some proper quick drivers. Sakari Yama definitely being one of them of VRT. It is the It is ERT versus VRT. It's like you know like those the wrestling, you know, the wrestling thing of like the 2000s, like when it was like WCW versus WWE.
The Wednesday Night Wars. But they are back, by the way, the Wednesday Night Wars. But this is ERT versus
VRT.
What did you say? VR. So it is ERT versus VRT versus VSS versus another VRT.
There's a lot of V's. There's a lot of varies.
Well, they're very, very good racers.
VRT of, that is the car of Spencer Vick. No, that was Zachary Yama. He's lost the position because of him going wide, coming up towards Stavlot. So he's scuppered the position. He's not going to be too happy about that, I don't think. You have to reset and try again for the pros.
That puts Spencer Vick, by the way, back into the position he was before he was against Simon Dodd. He's overcooked the bus stop. Overcooked the bus stop. He's lost it. And that's also, by the way, that's Simon Dodd who managed to get by Yama. Sorry, that's Yama still there. So Yama and Vick will go side by side down into the source. Yama has the inside, so he should get this. And oh my god, they almost touched. And Yama yields. I'm not sure what happened there, but Yama decides to yield. They almost touch, and Yama might be losing another spot. Not at the moment. Let's go back to the pros, because this is fun.
Sorry, just to say, I'm just going to replay that, because I couldn't for the life of me figure...
Oh, no, we can't. Jesse Jones is in the pack. What has happened to Jesse Jones? He is in the pack at the moment.
He lost control of the car. He lost control of the car. Oh, no. Poor Jesse. This is the replay. And oh, the BMW Z4 spinning coming out of the tree at Lake Coombe.
Oh, he almost tried to make a move on Kesselhut into Lake Fawn. We're just watching that live right now while you see the replay. This is a 5-car battle at the moment. Teakins, Danes, Kesselhut, Jones, Armstrong. Hutchinson wants a bit of it in feeling, but they're both a little bit too far. Oh, Jones has got better lines coming out of Stavlot and has to hold on against Kettle has to hold on. But it will be a matter of time before Jones gets there. He wants to try and do this through Blanchimont. He's already there before they even get to the main part of Blanchimont. Jones will take this. Can he hold it without cooking it? He can indeed. Kettle has to make sure he does not let Armstrong through. So he does make up one place again. I just want to watch if Armstrong decides to make a move. No. But Jones is angry. He is pushing that car hard. You can see it. He is now down into P5. He has recovered one position, but he wants to get that P3 back at the moment. He's got to catch up with Danes and get past Danes and Milan Teakins.
Jesse Jones, that mistake costing him 2 positions now at this current stage. He did not want for that to happen, but the car just went. Like, I don't think there's anything he could have really done other than like keep it to the inside, but that would have surprised. I would imagine it would surprise nearly everybody that drove that car. How quickly it just went. I don't like having grip anymore.
I've never seen a car like that, especially at that part of Lake Coombe. It was very interesting to see how it did it, and it looks like he wants to try and make late braking. No, he tried to. Oh, he's actually forced an issue from Danes. He tried to force the issue, and Danes overshot it and almost went to the back of Teakins. And with just mind games almost, Jones is up to 4th. That's
James Armstrong got off. What happened here? Armstrong went off at the exit of the 3 at Lake Coombe. Oh!
A little bit of a touch there from Kesselhut. I don't think... Oh. That's a bit of a racing issue there, incident there, but he's managed to get back into P10, losing 3 spots. We'll have to hope, and I don't think there's a lot of damage there. A little bit of a weird incident there, I must be honest. Not sure what happened. Miscommunication, maybe. But Armstrong is having to work for it once again.
It's not.
Yeah, go on.
It's not going to be easy for the both of them. Sorry, we were just seeing a battle in between Spencer Vick and Zakaria Yama. Simon Dahl, by the way, is 2 seconds clear of the two of them in 4th position, doing very nicely for himself. And this is the battle. Milan Tikins, he's upset the Alpha car. It is not a RSR 123. It is a RSR 12, and then the little Z4 that could of Project No Setup.
Project No Setup.
Oh no! Don't say their initials. I would if even no matter how you say it, it just sounds like
Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, back to the racing, and you can see that Kesselhut is struggling around here this week. He is one of the top drivers in the series, but the Audi is just not strong here, and did not want to change the car. He wants to stick with the Audi. Fair play. But unfortunately, he does not have that top speed at the moment, Kesselhut. So a little bit of a struggle, and also at the front, Milan Tikins. I don't know if you just saw that. Milan Tikins knew that Jesse Jones could get an overtake into the Kemmel, so decided before they would get into Eau Rouge, he would not give Jones the racing, with the slipstream. Does not matter though. They're going to go side by side. They come down into Lake Coombe. That looks like we're going to see who gets it, because you cannot move those moves that we saw earlier. And look at that, Tikins knows it. He manages to make the inside of Lake Coombe work. And oh, that car just switched again for Jones. He's going to lose P4 to Danes unless he gets it at Bruxelles. They almost touch. They do touch, but they keep it together too wide. They touch again. Still too wide into No Name. Are they going to go too wide? Yes, they are, but no, Danes gets it. And now Jones is on the defense from Kesselhut. Can Kesselhut make anything down into Pujon? No, Pujon, sorry. No, he can't, but that car, that RSL BMW twitched again in the same place like it did last lap. What's going on?
Just to demonstrate how it twitched, let's just have a look at Jesse Jones's view. Oh, crikey. He managed to catch it this time, but all of a sudden, that car does not look the safest car to drive. If it's just gonna, spin you 180 if you go on a curb. It doesn't look like it's the safest of cars in the world.
No, but at the same time, look, he's got the speed, and that might be it. They might be catered for speed, because he's just got past Chris Danes with no issue whatsoever before Blanchemont, sorry. So he's fine. I just want to see if Danes decides to go for an overtake into the bus stop. He does not. If these guys keep battling, by the way, Danes goes in for his pit stop, his mandatory pit stop. I think that's a really good idea.
As did, I think that is Carter Hutch doing the same thing.
Yeah, Carter Hutchinson's gone in, and I think that's a good thing, because these guys, if they keep battling, they're not going to catch Tikins. Tikins is starting to pull away a bit and hold on to that P3, so this might be a very good move in terms of that. Now, is there any amateurs that have come in for the pits yet? They have not. It looks like Thomas Dandridge is starting to catch Harry Wills.
Harry Wills has a gap of just 0.8 of a second behind him, and Thomas Dandridge is right there. You can definitely see that in the mirrors. It's two Z4s battling each other, but they'll also have to contend with the likes of... Oh, the pros have just come right in front of them. This is not good.
No, and you've got to think to yourself, you're Dandridge, and I think he's realised that there is no point to battle these, but Hutchinson comes down in front of Danes. Now, that's crucial. That is the big... That's the crucial thing there for Hutchinson. Chris Danes losing a position in the pit. You'll probably find out the pit times in a minute, as they will have to battle each other. And actually, Hutchinson might go for a bookmark. If he gets by Harry Wills through Lake Coombe, and he will, that's going to be a bookmark. And that is going to be fantastic for him, especially through Lake Coombe. Danes can't do anything. Danes can't do anything until he gets out of Lake Coombe into Bruxelles, but he's lost time. So Danes goes for the early pit stop to try and capitalise on the lap traffic. Comes out behind someone he was racing, and then gets stuck behind an amateur driver. I know that sounds very weird, but the amateur class driver. And that it went from a good idea to a bad idea now. It's just unfortunate timing there for Danes.
We would have never known that it would have been like this, but at the very same time, this is all part of multi-class racing. Well, quote-unquote multi-class racing. They've had to budget a little bit, but the budgeting has worked. And they're now just sort of going through the motions and just making sure. I think Harry will probably let him through just before the corner at the source, I estimate. Not AWS certified, because I don't know what AWS is. Well, I know what it is, but I'm at least more accurate by guessing. So that has to count for something.
BWS? No, RWS, sorry.
RWS, Raidillon.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. What does Amazon
Raidillon
Web Services? Raidillon Win. Raidillon Win Service, yes. Because we're winners. Not really, but
There's feeling in the pit right now. He's gone for his pit stop, and he comes out behind Chris Dane. So, or does he? Sorry, of course. Yeah, he does. Comes out behind Chris Danes. It might actually come out behind Dandridge. In fact, he does. So, losing a bit of time there. Now, Jesse Jones has managed to get past Milan Tikins. Did not see that, but you probably saw it up in the timing tower. Did get his P3 back from Tikins. Tikins now in a battle with Kesselhut. So, a little bit of a slow lap time for Tikins there. Yeah, 298 compared to Jones at 217.9. Kesselhut is now on the back here. He wants his P4. He wants to try and beat the BMWs. In fact, yeah, let's be honest. If Kesselhut can beat Tikins, that upsets the apple cart more than the Ford in the top 3. Because out of the top 10, 7 of them are BMWs. 2 of them are Fords. 1 is Julian Kesselhut in the Audi.
Yeah, the outlier. When even the Ford GT3 is more populous than you are, you know you're alone in your little world. So, amateur time. Where is Simon Dodd? He is currently in 5th position, chasing down Spencer Vick, who I think Dodd might just have had a few issues because his rear, is that his rear left? It's looking a bit crunched. No, I don't. I think I'm just playing tricks on myself actually this time.
Yeah, you are playing tricks.
Yeah, I am playing tricks on myself. It's just the way that it looks, the artwork on the car. It made it look like that there was like bits of the rear left just gone or crunched. So, nice clean car, keeping it clean. He did start this race in 27th position. He's now in 21st position, so he's gained 6 places. And he's doing very well on the first race of 2. Lap 13. Go ahead.
Spencer Vick made up 12 places, by the way. He's made up 12 places as Spencer Vick. A really good drive through the amateur field after his... Well, it's clear he's not a hot lapper as Vick, and he's done really well. We've got some more cars into the pits as Spencer Vick does come in. Hamer's in the pits. One name that I was interested to see, Tikins, just come out of the pits, and he's come out behind Hutchinson. So he's lost time, and actually Chris Days wants to take this too wide through a rouge. This is going to be messy. They make it work, and I think Tikins is the slingshot. He does. Oh, I was a little bit worried there for a moment, but Tikins holds on to that position. But losing that to Hutchinson is going to hurt him. I'll be interested to see when Kesselhut pits, where he comes out. But will Danes make a move here? He does not. Harry Wills pulls to one side to let Phelan through. So we've got a 3-car battle in pros at the moment. Phelan, Danes, and Tikins. And just in front of him is Carter Hutchinson as they try to catch the Hutch.
The big Hutch. Now, don't worry about sort of positions. It's all sort of part of the feng shui, where the pit stoppers have, they have to deal with sort of the situation that they're sort of in right now. But at the very least, Milan Tikins didn't have to deal with the amateur cars, as the first 2 of Carter Hutch and Chris Danes made their pit stops first. So they've had the teething problems of, well, I mean, the 2 fastest in AM being essentially ahead of them and in between them, and having to sort of navigate through that little section. Whereas Milan Tikins has actually got some clear air, so he can actually just continue putting the hammer down. And he's putting the hammer down against Carter Hutch, but he's also got Chris Danes. Oh my crikey. Chris Danes is essentially bumper to him right now. Oh, and he's gonna go for it. He's going for it. No, he's not.
Almost. Oh my God! I'm trying to watch these three cars. They're all taking different lines and they're coming up around Blanchamont, but they do go hit the apex as they need to. I think Thielen has had a little bit of a slow time there. With Dane's trying to make a move. He's been late, almost getting into the back and almost getting hit there from Joris Thielen himself. Harry Wills, the lead amateur driver. He's in a very bad situation right now. He wants to stay with them, but he doesn't want to overtake them. But if you don't overtake them, he's going to lose the second and a half lead he's got over Thomas Dandridge. Almost touching again is Danes on Teakins as they continue to just, they get so close. It's really scary. But if Danes wants to make a move, it will be out of the Camel straight into Lake Coombe as they come down Eau Rouge and up to Raidillon one more time. Lap 14.
Oh no!
Wednesday.
Sorry to cut across. Accident has happened. Jonathan Holgard and Ben Smith have it coming together. Coming up towards Lake Coombe. What happened here?
Oh no, I see what it is. Hogarth made a late move, and Ben Smith had to take an evasive maneuver. And a very good save from Ben Smith there. Well, actually, that was a really good save from Ben Smith. Wow.
Crikey.
Look at that. He slides and then gets on the escape route. That's an amazing save.
I had a bit of a heart attack there. I'm not gonna lie. Just see, I genuinely thought the car had just, it was just gone. But Chris Danes, he's fallen back the pecking order. What happened here?
I don't think he has fallen.
He did.
Oh, they went side by side.
In Bruxelles, they went side by side.
No.
And it all came up Millhouse. And unfortunately, Milan Teakins drew the short card. And now he is fallen back a ways. He still sees the cars that were he was battling, but he now sees an amateur is now in between them because he's now fallen behind the amateur of
the lead amateur, Harry Wills.
Yeah, the lead amateur Harry Wills now has a comfortable gap behind him, so he's now not too concerned with Thomas Dandridge. But
the thing is though, Harry Wills has to pit, so it's not like he has to worry about that per se, as Wills will have to pit. At the same time, Thielen's gone off the bus stop. Now, what's happened there? Danes will take the position from Thielen. Oh no, Thielen comes back on, but he's got to serve the slowdown. Ben Smith in the pits now, as we're waiting to see the others as well. And I'm surprised Kesselhurt hasn't, or Ash, or Houston. Some of the top guys at the moment yet to pit. Jonathan Hogarth, by the way, 12 places made up. Did not get a valid lap in qualifying. And here he is now, up into 8th. Granted, he has to pit, but that's a good performance from him so far.
Dennis Van Asch and Maxime Ostren battling it out now for 5th position overall. It won't be 5th position overall necessarily just yet. It's 5th position for what is currently running. Just to give you an idea of where things are. The current retirees are Leiden Lee has retired, and we didn't talk about this before, but Chim Shestag had to battle damage. He was in the pits for 2 minutes. Taylor Lane's still in his car, but he's been in the pits for 26 minutes. Jonas Dreyer, we saw unfortunately what happened to him. He just lost control and the car just went oop. And then Rutger Weidgen, oh dear, that Ford, I think the livery cursed him. Can't confirm or deny. And we get to Josh Seymour. He's just come in for his pit stop. So we only have had 2 retirements so far, or 4 retirements so far. No, sorry, only 2 technically. With another in the pits, still getting repairs. But at the very least, the 3 of them, you know, just unfortunate what did happen to them. You know, just unfortunately trying to keep the car together. The car that said no, and jackknifes it to one side. And are getting down to just coming down to 10 minutes now. The 10 minutes ticks down now. It's 4 laps to go. No, sorry, 5 laps to go. Apologies.
Oh, Andrew Miller's gone off at Lake Coombe, and the leaders are about to hit Lake Coombe. So this is going to be interesting. Will he just pull off to one side? He does. I was just worried there for a moment. He's actually owed the car. I was looking at the leaders because we joke that it's, you know, RSR, and last week we didn't look at RSR and we missed an overtake. But Oscar Copa is battling Steinbratcher. Let's be brutally honest here. They are battling. They may just be two guys just going about together, driving around. But I mean, they're still battling.
Yeah, you're also forgetting that Oscar Copa is fuel saving. I mean, he has to do a mandatory pit stop, but if he fuel saves all the way, and he only has to put in like a liter, it's still within the rule books. He's still allowed to do that.
I mean, that's what a lot of these guys are doing, to be fair. It would not surprise me. Top 6 has yet to pit with 9 minutes remaining. I'm not sure what the situation is with the amateurs. Harry Wills has come out for his pit. So there are a few guys that have yet to pit. Thomas Dandridge yet to pit. I think he's the only leading amateur at the moment because he hasn't pitted, but everyone around him has made their pit stop. Kristen Stockel has not made their pit stop according to my screen, but you may say I'm wrong.
Thomas Dandridge apparently is in 13th overall.
Yeah,
oh, he is. Oh yeah, he's yet to pit. So the pecking order will be out of whack, and they both go into the pits. Both RSR cars are in the pits. Now we'll just cut to where Julian Kesselhut is. He is coming down towards the bus stop now. Does he take his mandatory pit stop? He's got the trajectory. Yes, he is. Jesse Jones is also in the pits. Does Armstrong? Dennis taking his pit stop. Ooh.
As did Armstrong. So everybody did.
I almost thought that he was about to hit the wall there, and he looked like he almost did.
Right. Oh, Copa in the lead. Copa's taken the lead in the pits by the barest of margins. Copa has the lead, and you could say that yes, that fuel save helped him. He's got a half a second lead.
Ooh, he just was able to keep the car going.
Like I said, the barest of margins. The barest of margins. And he made it. So I think we can say that...
But can he hold it? That is the question. It's going to be pretty difficult.
It is going to be pretty difficult. We'll wait and see. I mean, the BMW, last season we talked about the BMW having very high top speed because of the gearing and was such a dominant force on the racetrack, especially at Spa. And this season, it's kind of lost its edge. It's still a strong car. It's lost its edge as the BMW's just become a very strong force. Of course, next week we'll change things. We'll talk about that later during the interval. But at the moment, Copa has to battle. I'm also just curious where Teekens is now. I want to say he is 7th, I think. That's what I'm seeing on my screens. Maybe 6th.
Like the timing tower is having, like the timing tower has gone 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 4th, 7th, 9th, 10th, 5th, 11th, 12th, 13th. The timing tower is just like, I really don't know what's going on right now. You guys figure it out.
Taylor Lane has finally retired the car. But
oh, sorry, just cut across. Gavin Boyer and Simon Dodd doing battle. Gavin Boyer catching back up to the car number 49, and they are now doing battle.
They are doing battle. I'll take over because you cannot say Gavin's name properly as Boyer tried to just hold on through Bruxelles. Look at that. Taking a bit of a wider line there because of the apex. Slow in, fast out, going to the over-under did not help him as Dodd had a very good run through Bruxelles down into No Name. Doing okay, doing very wide there. Dodd may have got an off track, does not matter as long as it's not a DQ. Double Gosh Wuhan is the next corner, and it looks like Boyett has a better line, but he's still too far away to think about making a move into Lake Fawn. Dodd will start thinking about it as the sun batters down them, entering Lake Fawn. Now look at this, look at the wide line Boyett takes and then gets late on the apex. Dodd held on to the apex, and then the final part, all doing good. Down they come now into the prelude to Stavelot. A little bit of dust kicking up there for Dodd. And now this is where Boyett has to make the move if he wants it. 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes to go. But the gap is 0.3 of a second. Don't think he'll get any slipstream here unless he has, like, the picture perfect.
Ole Steinbraten, sorry to cut across. Ole Steinbraten, he decided he wanted to have this happen coming into Lake Coombe. A little battle. He's not doing too. Yep, not deciding to sit down and let the Ford slide. He's more content with having the Beamer on top.
Wow, yeah, he's not having a Ford of a time, he's having a Beamer day. I have no idea what I'm just saying there, but he is trying to battle his brethren, his RSR brethren in that Ford. Very weird to see an RSR, especially with those colours, not in their usual cars, and a Ford is just a bit of a surprise. But Copa is holding on, by the way. There'll be 2 laps once they cross the line. There's just under 4 minutes to go, so it'll be interesting to see. I want to see this straight because if BMW is pulling on the Ford, the gap was 0.4, gap is now 0.3. And I think Copa knows it. He has to take a line that will stop Steinbraten. Look how fast Steinbraten's going. 250. Plays 2 are about matching each other now. But there's 3 to 4 kilometers an hour faster for Steinbraten. But he cannot, because of those corners, cannot catch Copa. They start the penultimate lap now.
Oscar Copa versus Ole Steinbraten. We also have Chris Danes versus Milan Teekens. Milan Teekens having to fend off Chris Danes, who got overtaken on this lap. And Chris Danes looking to see if he can get on the inside which way or another. Both braking elegantly, sort of in sync with... Ooh! A little bit of a touch on the rear end, but he made it through. Where's Louis Egerton? He's down in 10th. It's not got damage, but just... you might not be able to connect to corners. What's up, Eggy? What's up?
Oh,
Eggy, are you okay?
He's got European and
okay?
James Armstrong.
Okay,
it looks like Phelan made a move on Armstrong in that lap, so we'll keep an eye on that. There's a 3-car battle there. Amateurs look pretty planted at the moment. There is a battle between Dandridge and Furs. Still says on my screen that Dandridge hasn't pitted. But
no,
he
did. He did. Everybody has pitted, except for the ones that retired before they could pit. So,
Wales, Dandridge, Furs are literally a second, and that's the lead amateurs. They're a second between each other. And Steinbraten continues to struggle against Copa. So we're looking at 3 different battles at the moment, maybe 4. As we've got a minute 55 left, there'll be 1 lap to go. Copa versus Steinbraten, Teekens versus Danes. 3-car battle for the lead of the amateurs between Wills, Dandridge and Furs. And if we find anything, trust me, we'll let you know.
Louis Egerton, he's lost a place. This is how it happened. All the way from the back end of the Kemmel Straight, he had Joris Thielen hounding him, and he'll have James Armstrong to deal with in a second on the entrance of Lake Coombe. Just unfortunately couldn't make it stick. Oh, he could make it stick, but he had his outside line compromised because there was a big car of Joris Thielen there, making sure that he took a position. And unfortunately, it's just not Eggy's day. His best lap is pretty fast. It was a 884, 2:17.884, but his last few laps not been his what he would want to have, or not what he would like to see.
Right, I gotta look at this. The final lap has started. Steinbraten went side by side with Copa into the bus stop, but could not make the move as Copa was on the inside. They'll come up Eau Rouge and Raidillon right now. There is a car, Josh Seymour, that will be lapped, but this will help Copa because he needs all the slipstream. He may not get it though. He might have just picked himself. They might go 3 wide here. Copa, Steinbraten, Seymour. Forget about Seymour. He's gone. Can they hold on to this? Can Copa hold on to Lake Coombe? He does, but he may have cooked it going into the start of Lake Coombe. Around the outside, he gets a bit of a twitch as Copa. Steinbraten trying to go the over-under. He's not got that move. Copa blocks it. And Steinbratton decides it's a fake. It's a fake. It's a fake. He's trying to go into Bruxelles. Can't make it. 2 by 2 they go through Bruxelles. What about No Name? Are they going to go 2 by 2? Almost touching. They're going to go 2 by 2 and Steinbratton has it. Steinbratton has it. He's pushed Cobra wide. Cobra will want to respond right now. He's clipping a little bit of the grass as they come up through to double caution to Puhan. And again, it's going to be a little bit of braking. It's going to be a slow in, fast out. Trying to do the overrun there for Cobra. Not going to work for him. I think Steinbratton might have made this, especially with the speed that BMW has. We'll see through Leigh Vaughan. If he can get a good run into Leigh Vaughan, he might be able to set himself up, through into Blanchimont. But I think it's all over. I think Steinbratton might have it. That was an interesting set of events through the second section of the track, I'll be honest.
It is Ole Steinbratton and Oscar T. Cobra going to battle one last time this race. As they come down towards Blanchimont, does Oscar Cobra have anything left in the big B8 motor? I don't think he does, to be fair. I think this is it. Your race winner for pros will be... Ooh.
Unless, no, can't make it. It is Steinbratton. Steinbratton gets it.
Your pro race winner and a very close second place will be Ole Steinbratton with Oscar T. Cooper very close behind them. And then, of course, in third position will be the car of Jesse Jones with Kessel Hut, not too far behind. And then we get into amateur. Where are they? They are doing a three-way battle of their own, so excitement all around. Harry Wills fending off Thomas Dandridge and Christian Furs. I say we. I called them Furts for the longest time.
I don't think he's got the speed though. That BMW Dandridge is pulling away, but he's not able to tow onto Wills. He'll have to make a late move, and look how far he's pushing that car through Blanchimont. Wills may know this. I don't think you can take late braking on this. He's gonna try. He might cook it. Just saves it. Harry Wills, providing there's no late second heroic, there is not. Harry Wills will take the victory in the amateurs with Dandridge and Furs right behind him in second and third to the top three in the amateurs, and a great little battle there.
The birthday boy, he's come home in fourth. He's got a very good result in his back pocket. I'd say he's pretty happy about that. And that is our boy, Simon Dodd. Good birthday celebration for you, coming home in fourth. Well done to you.
Well, we still have the second race to go, but as the amateurs just start to finish their laps, Spencer Vick, what could have been? He made up 5 places in the end, unfortunately. A little bit of an issue there, so he goes down the order. It's actually going to be 6 places at Boyett. I think Boyett had an issue and had to... I'm not entirely sure what happened there. He's gone down the order, but Beaumont will be the last car. Yeah, Boyett had to tow by the looks of it. So, not sure what happened to Boyett. So, he was in a good position. He's going to go all the way down into 30th overall, which will put him, well, near the back of the amateurs after. So, unfortunately, that's all she wrote, as everyone has now crossed the line.
Just to see what on earth happened to poor Gavin Boyer. Oh, no. What happened? Wait, what?
I think he missed his braking, or there was a hardware failure.
Uh-oh. It might have been a hardware failure. We'll request his word when we can get it. But now, let's see about those results.
Take it away, sir.
I will indeed. So, for race 1, here are your results. It is Ole Steinbratton with Oscar T. Cooper in second place and Jesse Jones in third. It's then Julian Kesselhut, Carter Hutch, Milan Tikens, Dennis Van Asch, Chris Daines, Maxime Ouston, Joris Thielen in 10th position, Louis Egerton, James Armstrong, and Neil Butler, and Chris Hamer. And we get into Tobias Younger filling out the last of the... Sorry, excuse me, I have the hiccups. The last of the running pros on lead lap. And we get into the amateurs. Harry Wills taking the lead for amateur, with Thomas Dandridge and Christian Furs very close behind him. So it was never going to be an easy race at the end of it. And then we get down into the rest of the boys with, I think it was one particular boy. Oh, I know it was one particular boy. It's called Simon Dodd. 4th position over in amateur, and he did very well for himself with a 1.7. Well, I was about to say his time. In 19th position overall, Christian Stuckel in 5th. Lima Hearn in 6th. And getting to Jonathan Hongard having issues with Ben Smith also having issues. We saw that before. Dean Timms in 24th position overall with Zakaria Yaman not too far behind. Spencer Vick in 26th, 27th is Andreas Talowis. We saw what happened to him. He missed his box initially, so he cost himself some time. Mark Bailey and Callum Bowman also there. And then we get to Gavin Boyer. What on earth happened on that? Oh, Boyette.
Poor Gavin's gonna be slapping you, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's gonna bop me one. Josh Seymour finishing a lap down with Tim Shestag finishing a lap down. Andrew Muller had to tow the car, and Leiden Lee, Taylor Lane, Jonas Reyer, and Rutger Weigen all had to retire the car.
So that's it for the first race. Stick around for race 2.
It is going to be a few minutes for race 2, to be fair.
It is indeed. We'll wait and see. Remember, it was a full reverse grid for each class in race 2. So, of course, Weigen will take the pole. And Lee will take the pole as well. But look out really for Miller, Shestag, and Boyette. They could be doing some damage. And I mean, in a good way. They could really get a good result in the second race, the 25-minute sprint. If they, well, not if they play their cards right per se, but because they'll be in the right place for that race. Hopefully that will work out for.
But poor Rutger Weigen, he had his car all ready to go with the meme paint, and then he just went too far in Raidillon, and then oops.
You hate to say it, especially like a first lap type territory as well with the cold tires and everything. So, unfortunately, that happened. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, ladies and gentlemen, is there will be no league race next week. There will be a wildcard week, an all-star week practically. Mainly just due to the updates that's happening to iRacing. Of course, the 2021 Season 1 patch comes out next Wednesday. And it will be interesting to see what comes in the service. We know of a couple things already. But one of the things that is reported about is one of the reasons why the GP3s will not be league racing this week. We will wait to see what happens. But of course, a couple things have been announced. Long Beach is finally getting its full-time made up. Well, not its full-time. Its full-time background made. And there's been a couple ovals out, which
Did they have the patch notes out yet, or is it just?
No, nothing like that yet. But what pips my interest, Rob, is the Coca-Cola Speedway is coming from NASCAR 2003,
made by Papyrus. So Papyrus, if none of you know, Papyrus was the original company behind NASCAR Racing 2003, which is essentially the grandfather of iRacing as we know it today. Same guys make it, but they just changed. They now call themselves iRacing Motorsports. So it's kind of hilarious. Like when you look at like the Twitter of like like Greg West, like the executive producer. Like it's just so funny to look at it and go, he loves to reminisce about Papyrus every now and again, but then when they were announcing like the fact that they were going to bring the Coca-Cola Super Speedway from NASCAR Racing 2003 into iRacing as a remake, I think he just started talking about Papyrus, and he was just like, I have a tear in my eye.
Yeah. Now let's just say this: there is a reason why it's coming to the sim, because Greg is fulfilling a promise/bet, because he said that he would release it to iRacing if Coca-Cola became a sponsor of NASCAR, and the NASCAR series had multiple sponsors this season. It's no longer the Monster Energy, so yeah, the bet had to be fulfilled, and he lived up to his words. So that'll be something everyone's looking forward to, because it's a super speedway without restrictor plates, so that will be fun.
As you're the NASCAR aficionado, well, you know more about it than I do. What does that mean in terms of well, you know, anything? What does a restrictor plate do?
Well, the restrictor plate basically just lowers the speed. So if you get too fast, it was too dangerous. So the restrictor plate basically lowers the speed of the car, which means when you come to like Daytona, Talladega, you will be seeing a lot of drafting, seeing pack racing. You don't see that on any other tracks because they've got very speed. But on a track like Daytona, you have to rely on not just a guy in front of you, but a guy behind you. So you need at least 3 of you basically make a train work of pack racing. So you need a lot of the cars there. So that's what happens. So it'd be interesting. I am curious. The moment it comes out, I will be trying that track out of restrictor plate. It'll be interesting to see, because we have to get ready for some oval racing, Rob, don't we?
We do indeed, because we're going to be the official broadcasters for Majors Series European Sportsman Division. And I know about NASCAR that they turn left a lot. That's what I know.
Now, is something coming up in a few weeks, I wonder?
Oh,
do you know if anything's coming up in a few?
It's funny you should say that. We've been asked to also do the playoffs this year. We are broadcasting on the 12th of December at 10 p.m. We will be doing the good old-fashioned few hours of 3 races, by the way. It's going to be a variety. I was going to say variety hour, but it's variety 2 hours technically. But it'll be the variety.
It is a big variety. It is a big variety.
What are we going to be doing, Craig? Tell me. I forget. No, I know.
It is on the website. It is on the website, so we can reveal it. That the first race of 3 in the Sportsman Series, and this is for all 3 regions, by the way. The first race, 20 minutes of Bathurst in GT3 cars. That sounds alright, doesn't it? Well, how about the second race? How about 50 laps of super late models at Five Flags Speedway? Now that sounds cool. That is some old school racing and current modern day racing as well in the world. But then the final race, because the Europeans are going to struggle with time slots this year, Chili Bowl, 50 laps. Now that is something that neither of us know anything about. Well, we're getting ourselves, in the waters. We're testing the waters.
What do you mean getting ourselves in? We're throwing ourselves into the deep end. It's like, remember when you were learning to swim and you had like your water wings? This is the equivalent of us going, I don't want no water wings, and just running into the water.
Yeah, I don't want no. I can't swim. Damn.
Wait, you can't swim?
No.
You took a long time to say no.
Good reason for that. A good reason for that. All due fairness. I was never able to go underwater due to my ear issues, and then I just got paranoid and anxiety and never decided to go underwater. So if I can jump in a water, and like if I know I'm going down, I can get myself back up. But if I get thrown on the water, I'm just.
Have you ever been in a swimming pool?
Yes.
Okay, then you can swim.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's another thing. I can't actually go to a swimming pool because I get headaches because I need to wear glasses. So and I don't have prescription goggles.
Wait, hang on. You get a headache if you don't wear your glasses?
Yeah, because I'm short-sighted.
Huh?
Yeah, because I strain my eyes trying to look at things in a distance. So you try swimming.
Today I learned.
Yeah, you try looking around. Yeah. When I was 14, I was getting constant headaches, and we thought, well, let's just go to the opticians. Okay, yeah, you can't see. You're learning stuff every day.
The way that you said it was like, yeah, you can't see. It's just so callous the way you said that about yourself. It's just like, oh, Craig. Don't be saying that about yourself now. You can at least see. You've got glasses.
Hey, I'm just angry that everybody else in my family has 20/20 vision, okay?
I mean, 2 of my brothers, well, actually 3 of my brothers don't have great eyesight either. Like, I'm pretty much the only one of the brothers that has good eyesight.
There you go.
Well, actually, no, 4 brothers.
But as we were saying before, I was talking about my eyes. Once we say goodbye to the season 2020 season 4, of course, the Saturday after will during week 13 will of course be the Major Series Sportsman Playoffs. 10 o'clock. That will be, if you're on European time, of course, that will be 2200 GMT. We will look forward to providing you 2 hours of, I'd say, some of the best action of. It's one of the things I love about the Major Series, how it's everything. So every race in the league in the season, different, and I'm really looking forward to not just providing the platform for majors next season, but providing the coverage for the broadcast in a couple of weeks. So that'll be fun. And then the week after, while we're waiting for everything to load in, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry, there is still racing to come shortly. The week after, we will be doing 12 hours of Daytona in HPDs and GT1s for Macmillan Cancer.
A great cause, and you guys should participate as much as you can, donate, and help fund our cancer research. Now, let's go to live, and I will leave you in the hands of Craig for 2 or 3 minutes so I can get myself a drink.
Yep, I still have my drink here. Don't worry, I've still got a little bit.
You drinky poo.
You drinky. Anyway, you get a drink. I will talk to everybody, because you like to say sometimes during these waiting times that we have motorsport news to talk about. I won't talk about Roman Grosjean. I mean, basically because that still shakes me. And for number 1, number 2, I still can't believe he's okay. And number 3, he's out of the hospital with just bandages on his hands. So that's great to see. But the other news that comes out of it, of course, Fittipaldi making the jump up to the F1 seat for Haas this weekend. That'll be interesting to see. And then Lewis Hamilton tests positive for COVID-19. That's a shocker. And this means that George Russell gets a call up to Mercedes with Jack Aitken in Williams, which I think is fantastic. But at the same time, I'm also thinking to myself, yeah, but you've got reserve drivers like Van Dorn. Surely you could have used Van Dorn. Bit of a shame, especially with the issues with Formula E at the moment. But it's one of those things that you just have to, I would say, understand, because I think it's sort of good comment online about it is, gone are the days of the reserve driver. It's a factory driver now. So Van Dorn, unfortunately, he's a factory driver. Same really with Giancarlo Fisichella when he got signed by Ferrari after his great performance here at Spa for Force India, now Racing Point. He got signed, finished the season in Ferrari to cover Felipe Massa. Never raced in F1 again. Now, granted, he was at that age, but he turned into a factory driver, and now he's one of the top GT drivers for Ferrari. So, it puts him in a good standpoint with other GT classes drivers. So, and I think that's practically, unfortunately, what Van Dorn is. That's a personal opinion, that he is now basically a factory driver more than a reserve driver. But then we get the news as well. Next season, confirmed for Haas. The biggest, the biggest secret that everyone knew about. Mick Schumacher. Where did I get that from? Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin racing for Haas next year. And all of a sudden, maybe it's because nowadays you get a lot. You're able to see a lot more of the feeder series. But maybe that's why I'm more interested in seeing these new drivers in F1 now, because I know them because of what we see. But I'm really excited to see the crop of, well, they are kids. I mean, they're kids. I'm 31. It feels weird to call them kids, but they're kids of these 20-year-olds, low 20s, just having their way in racing now, and it's great to see. Did I see everybody just crash together there? I did. Yeah. Harry Wills, by the way, I don't know who everyone's cheering for. I did see a lot of support for Simon Dodd. I saw a lot of support there for, I think there was a couple of Valhalla guys as well. Chris Danes as well. And then Harry Wills just decided that he's going to come in and go, I'm going to win again. Harry, you're at the back of the amateur field. You're not. I'm having a bit of fun. He may. But the session is about to go live. Practice is over. As I see cars just... Louis gets put in the air and he does not flip. That's all you have to know. I can't believe that. That car flies in the air and it does not die. Oh dear. Right. So, as we wait for Rob to come back, let's just give a quick rundown of the positions, because we talked about the guys at the front of each class. Let's just go down the top 10 quickly for each class, because it's reverse. For the pros, Dreyer will lead off Smith, Hoggard, Younger, Hamer, Butler, Armstrong, Eggleston. Yes, Eggleston, unfortunately, he is going to be starting 8th. Phelan, and then Houston. And what about the amateurs? The amateurs, Lydon Lee, Miller, Seymour, Boyett, Beaumont. I've said it now. Boyett, Beaumont, Bailey, Talowitz, Vic, Yama, Timms, Ahern, and Stockel. They are all there for the top 10 for the amateurs. Tim Shestag, get well soon. Unfortunately, he is unable to take part in the second race today due to illness.
I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back. I didn't have anything interesting. I'm trying to think of a really witty thing to say, but I couldn't think of anything. 25 minutes of Spa, Rob. 21 Celsius, 70 Fahrenheit. Going to be interesting.
Time in game is 13:31:27. Track length is as the same, with the track temperature slightly increased from 16 Celsius to 21 Celsius. Craig, you have this one. Raidillon TV, the only corner you'll ever need. It's all yours.
It is all mine indeed. Remember, there's going to be about a 10-second gap between the pros and the amateurs as they're coming up to the bus stop / chicane. See that Jonas Dreyer will be leading them off. We wait to see when he decides to go. Green flag will wave, but it all comes down to what Dreyer wants to do. He waits, and Hogarth wants to go, but he knows he can't go yet. Dreyer's playing a good game here. He goes now. Caught them all napping a little bit here, and that looks like Ben Smith will have to hold off Hogarth. Hogarth will get the overlap then. He might take this P2 down into La Source. He does. Then we're going to be keeping an eye on that. That'll be 2x2 just watching out the back as well. They're 3 wide at the back. All of these dynamic cars having a bit of a plan. How about the amateurs right now? We'll keep an eye on the amateurs. Lydon Lee has set them off, and again on the inside, that Boyett wanting to make the move. Very slow La Source there for Lee, but Boyett does take P2. But he's going to be side by side. Actually, I think he's gone slow. He's gone slow a little bit. He has lost it. Miller will take back that P2 in the amateurs. Ben Smith is off. Neil Butler's off. And then Neil Butler, sorry. Yes, but that was Ben Smith. Did not see what happened there. They both went flying. We missed that. They went flying out of Raidillon.
Where did this occur? Oh no! Poor Ben Smith. Losing it, and it came right... Oh!
Nowhere to go. Unfortunately, nowhere to go. And that is a shame. And Gavin Boyett's in the pits. He's had massive damage. What has happened to Boyett?
On the restart, let's see. Gavin Boyett, we're on board with him now.
Oh no, the same thing. The same thing has happened to him.
he had to correct himself. Oh, the trees are obscuring. I think that's a good... Oh, come on. Come on, trees. Get out of the way. Oh. And... Oh!
Saved the car. Yeah. Oh, wow. I've never seen a car fly that far. And he got thrown out of there. So, we've had quite a few retirements. Dreyer, Beaumont, Miller, Smith. Not Dreyer, sorry. Beaumont, Miller, Smith, Boyett.
Oh, we've had another accident. Another accident. Chris Hamer. He's gone off. Oh, and he lost the rear end. Everybody having to avoid him. Just another replay of that, just in slow motion. Oh, he just lost the rear end. And that is everybody. Oh, crikey. Everybody having to avoid him. Very well done.
Chris Daines, by the way, just made a great move. He is on the charge. Now up to P6. Making a move on Maxine Houston into La Source. That's a great move there, but I gotta keep there's action everywhere at the moment. Now just looking at the amateurs. That is Josh Seymour trying to overtake Christian first. The amateur trying to make a move. Could not. Seymour had not made that move well. We go side by side now with Furs going down into Eau Rouge. Are these two going to try and take it two wide? That's the Racing SimRigs Mercedes versus the Raidillon Ferrari. They are taking it too wide. And wow, look how nice they've taken it. But Furs had to lift. Yaman will get a better line. In fact, get a better line through Furs. We'll get a better line through Seymour. God, pulled away. Pulled out of the slipstream. That's not going to help down into the source. And Yama may not make this move. We'll see. Seymour, yeah, does not make it. Stayed with the slipstream. I think we would have been looking at a double overtake there for Yama down into Kemmel.
It is all to play for. Oh. Christian Ferris looking on the inside of Dean Timms. Dean Timms closing the door on him. But it is now too wide coming up to... No, it is not too wide coming up to No Name. But Ferris has the better line, I would imagine. Yes, he did, but he doesn't have enough space to make the stake his claim, really. So they had to sit behind the car number 46 of Dean Timms. Simon Dodd still sitting behind them, looking to see if he can make a move, but he's got Thomas Dandridge right behind him, hounding the rear end of that Ferrari. So it's two Ferraris in a sandwich of two BMWs. Oh, looking in the inside is Christian Ferris coming up towards. Oh no, he didn't make. He thought about it. Up through Stavlot. The order is the same as it was for the four of them. That is Christian Ferris losing 3 positions at the start there. He started in 20th overall, and he lost position to Spencer Vick. What happened? He's got damage.
He got damage? He's got massive damage to the front. I think we'll just look at it. He may have hit the wall. I'm not sure what wall he's hit. It's a lot of damage.
Oh, he's had it for a while.
Yeah, he's going. He had managed to catch a bit of time though, but that is going to be hampering. But I don't think he has steering down. Oh, he does. He actually has a little bit of steering damage. That wheel is not center, and you can barely see over that broken bonnet either. So he's got a long 20 minutes remaining. Harry Wills, by the way, he wasn't joking when he said he wanted to go last at first. He's in P2. He's in P2.
Where did he start? He started last, did he?
Last! And look at it, he's going to be making a move on to Lyden Lee. He makes it around the outside of Lake Coon. They turn! They turn! And then the wall goes Wills. Oh, no.
Lyden Lee.
We'll get past Lee.
Rejoins.
Ooh.
Let's see this accidente. I think he just... Oh, yeah, that was a collision.
Racing incident, though. Very close racing, and I think Wills could have made that move, but just a little bit of... I think they got their foxtrot wrong there. Two to tango, as we always say. Puts Wills down into 25th. Beaumont has now retired. Miller has retired, and Wills almost goes into the back of Dandridge just watching that, but he could have gone from last to first in the space of 3 laps. Just unfortunate there.
The dream has unfortunately slipped his grasp, as we see Oscar Coper and Jesse Jones very close to one another as they look to battle Maxime Ulston. Ooh, Jesse Jones getting all sorts of out of shape, having to avoid the rear end of Oscar Coper. Gap is now formed between them as Maxime is trying to escape the grasp, but he's not got toe. Maxime is following his teammate Milan Tikins up ahead, but there's a gap of 1.2 seconds between the two of them. And just... Ooh,
the
wait,
battle at the front. Hoggard has taken the lead over Dreyer, and the top four, actually the top five, are a second apart as they start to go up the hill. It is a BMW that now has damage, so it's a Ford, an Audi, a BMW. What's going to happen is Dreyer wants to go around the outside of Hoggard. He might make this through Lake Coombe. You know, he's going to do it. There's not going to be another incident. They almost touch. Dreyer trying to go around the outside there. Hoggard holds on to it. They come through Malmedy. He does hold on to it. Armstrong now wants a little bit of it. He took over Younger there, going down to Lake Coombe. Does he get P2 over Dreyer into Bristol? He does. He does. Oh, a little bit of a tap there at the back. No damage per se. Dreyer goes down from first to third as Armstrong makes up 2 places through that section. Dreyer may go down into fourth if he's not careful. Having to defend against Younger. Will defend against Younger, but Armstrong up to P2. Hoggard will take the lead. Dreyer, the leader of the race in the Raidillon TV Audi at the start of the race, is now in third.
I think just every time we see our car in the Raidillon TV car.
This is crazy. The top 3 now separated by a second. But Dreyer has got Younger behind him. You can see how close it is. By the way, trackcam22.com providing these camera angles, and we need them right now because it's so close bunch racing at the moment. Armstrong looks like he wants to make a move. He's setting himself up to make a move, but you can't make it through Blanchimont, James. You've got to set yourself up, and I think that's what he's going to be doing. May not make it through the bus stop, but I think he's setting up right now. Just thinking a few corners ahead of himself. Maybe into the source. Maybe out of the Kemmel into Lake Coombe. But it looks like Armstrong is on a charge. Stand clear. The Queen is coming through.
Rule Britannia. Britannia rules the straits. Fords will never spin in corners.
I've got a bit of a tear there. Just holding on right now. The gap is of a second. And Armstrong, is he trying to force the issue here? Was that a bit of a break?
Ooh,
what is
crikey.
Hoggard doing?
Crikey. James Armstrong almost ran himself into the wall.
No idea what happened there, but this sets up Dreyer to just come back at them. Meanwhile, Younger and Danes in a battle between them. Armstrong will have to go around the outside. Danes takes Younger.
3
and it
wide.
looks like they're going to go quite a bit more careful. They touch, and Armstrong gets spun from Dreyer. Oh no. Going all the way down the field after that battle. Armstrong had it, and he manages to get himself back into 14th, but that's not a free wide there, and I'm sorry. Why are you taking it free wide?
Down goes James Armstrong. There's no pit stops, so he won't be able to use the strategy of pit stops to be able to pick himself back up. And as you can see, he's got all the cars in the world ahead of him to deal with. Spencer Vick is ahead. Excuse me, what? He's got tons of damage to that front left, and his steering wheel's not straight. Yeah, he's leading the race.
Wait, what's happened?
Where is everybody? What happened to Dodds? Well, Dodds actually still racing, so that's all fine. Dodds still racing. Harry Wills and Dean. No, so it was Harry Wills.
Racing.
Harry Wills, he's still racing. Not got too much front end damage. But where?
Lydon Lee's at the back of the field.
Yeah, because he had to take his time to rejoin the track. He was facing the wrong way.
Yeah. The back of the field, Seymour is also not doing well, but how is Spencer Vick leading the field with, well,
oh,
best
no!
way to describe it is...
No, it's all gone wrong. Look at this. Look at this. Just the cars coming together. Oh, that's not what you want to see.
That's been a bit too hot on the brakes, if you ask me. And that is a lot of cars with damage. Copa has damage. Armstrong is clean. Van Acht is clean. Jones is going 2x2 with Hutchinson, and Jesse Jones makes an overtake through Eau Rouge. Pardon?
My ears. Ow.
Sorry.
Hang on, I got you. The executive has turned you down. Oh no, there's been another incident. That is Louis Edison.
No, there's more chaos. That's Egerson. Does he lose it? He gets hit from behind. Loses the car, and the car rolls back onto the field and takes out Steinbraten and takes out Van Acht. Oh no.
It's all gone wrong for the pros.
Spencer Vick has spun. No! Halowitz comes back on the track, goes off the track after making the move, and comes back on and hits Vic. And he gets thrown in the air from first. It is all happening right now.
Ooh. And Christian Furs has nowhere to go. Oh, crikey, he got hit from the rear. He gets hit in the front and gets hit in the rear. And oh, crikey. That is, oh my goodness gracious. He just, oh no. He's hit the Mercedes of Josh Seymour, who managed to keep it out of the wall. That is one very damaged car.
I just have no words. We're going to keep looking. There's been a try for a move for P2 in the pros, as Chris Daines is now battling Dreyer. George Phelan is right behind him. A very late switch back for Daines. Did he make the move? Mark Wake into the source. No, he does not. He overcooked it. Dreyer takes back the position. Oh, man. And we'll try and explain what's going on when everything goes back. But Daines, what a move there. He thought he could make that move. That was late. He's got the speed going up to Raidillon. He'll have to slow down a little bit, but he will continue with the speed. George Phelan is behind. He's waiting in the wings, and he's got damage to the back of that car. Will they take it free wide? I do not know. Oh, no, they probably are. They probably are, but Phelan decides against it. Daines wants to make this move into Lecombe. He cannot. He cannot make the move. Dreyer keeps in front, and Phelan almost had a chance. And now Tikers is back in through Malmedy. He's going to make the move of Phelan through Malmedy. He cannot make it. Whew, wow, okay. Let's reset here. Everything's going on right now.
Milan Tikins in 5th, Yorthi in 4th, Chris Daines 3rd, Jonas Dreyer 2nd, and Jonathan Hoggard is out on his own, 1.5 seconds ahead of everybody else. And that is like, oh no! Jonas Dreyer's gone.
Oh, they got too close. They got too close when making the move. They got too close together, and yeah, he spins, and he's now in 11th. And this needs to be a bit of calming down from everybody. There's 9 minutes to go. Hoggard is in the lead after not dispatching of Armstrong having an issue. Hoggard's basically seen nobody all race. Hoggard, Daines, Phelan, Tekin. What about the amateurs? Yama's in the lead from Timms, and then Harry Wills. Harry Wills after that spin has got himself back up to P3.
In some way, Harry Wills having that damage, he could potentially do it, you know. He only has to take 2 more positions up against Dean Timms. There's no pit stop, so he'll have to do it on straight speed. And he was over a second faster than Zachary Yam on that last lap, so he could potentially do it. Who else do we have? We have Christian Furs battling Mark Bailey. Simon Dodd still ticking away, doing his thing. He is currently... How many positions is he? He's up 8 positions at the moment. Well, he's up 8 positions in terms of overall placement, but he's definitely gained some in amateur. Doing well for himself. Having a good birthday celebration. A bit of damage on that front right, but he's not letting that upset his flow. And that is a battle between Christian First and Mark Bailey as they try and do battle. Christian First on the inside coming up towards the source. Does he make the move? He does.
Yes, he does. He does make the move. Bailey's gone really wide there, but he managed to hold on to it, so that's good enough. Kind of at the back of the field for the amateurs, unfortunately. Eggleston is in the pit, picking up a bit of damage. Kind of still out of yeah, a lot of cars are tied, still trying to catch your ears. Ahern just come out the pit. Smith's in the pit, he's retired. Eggleston's in the pit. Talowitz, Vic, all in the pit. Boyett has retired. Beaumont's retired. Miller has retired. Hamer has retired. So it's all happening. Ahern is not retired. He's 4 laps down. Just wants to get out there and just drive. And can you blame him?
Jesse Jones has overtaken Maxime Austin. So he's now up into 5th position. He's looking to charge towards first. He only has 6 minutes 50 seconds to do so. So he better make it happen fast. As you see, Joris Steele and Milan Tikens ahead of them, battling for 3rd position. Milan Tikens fending off Joris Steele in the car number 64 as they come up towards Blanchimont. And nothing happens there between the two of them. That's Joris Steele looking at the outside. He thought about it, decided against it. And a nice chicane bus stop between the two of them. And they go on for lap 9 to do some more battle.
Continue to go on. I'm really curious to see what Chris Daines is doing. Chris Daines, that's a 2nd lap invalid. Have I missed something with Chris Daines? That's now 2 laps in a row invalid. He didn't have an off track because he's so far ahead. I'm not sure about that. We'll come back to that one. But he is 1.4 behind Jonathan Hogarth and not catching him. But Phelan is going to take the slipstream. Oh, reactionary move there from Tikens. And they're going to go side by side as Phelan and Tikens into Lake Coombe. Oh, they almost touch again. Another touch. And Tikens will take it. Will keep that position. And Jones now, Jesse Jones, trying to charge up the field once again in P5. Looking for a move into Bruxelles, and Phelan realizes it has to go on the defense right now. And he might have overcooked it, Phelan. He's gone too early into the apex. Holds on to it, though. Holds on to it. But now this battle for, what, 3rd? It's going to be 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th at the moment as Houston getting pulled along slowly by Jesse Jones.
Milan Tikens fending off Joris Thielen, and Joris Thielen is now falling into the lap of Jesse Jones. Jesse Jones exactly wants this, and he's going to pull. He didn't pull a move coming into the S's at Bridgestone. Oh, he might try and do it on the outside. Oh, he tries it on the inside, tries an over-under, and he does make it. What a move that was. Oh, a little bit of a touch. No!
No, and they both go around. And I'm not sure. Oh, what? I'm not sure. But they both go around. And Phelan does also go off from it, so he loses time. Jones does recover, but he's got a bent wing, and that is not what you want to, not what you want on a track like this. Wouldn't be surprised if he's got steering damage. No, he's okay, but he can't see over that hood at the moment. That's a shame.
Knocked down the pecking order is Jesse Jones. He was 3rd for about a split second, and now he's down into 10th.
Right, and Phelan is in the pits. Joris Phelan going into the pits, and Chris Daines with another valid lap. Am I missing something?
He might be using off tracks.
Might be, but regardless, trying to keep up here. Not much happening in the pros, but I'm pretty sure there's stuff happening in the amateurs. Harry Wills is in the pits.
Harry Wills with damage? Oh, he's crabbing, I think. Is he crabbing?
No, but he has damage. He has a lot of damage.
Did
I
he?
would not be
Wait,
surprised
is
if
he
this a
having to serve a
offer.
drive-through penalty? He
He
is.
A drive-through for Wills, which puts that. So it puts Yama in the lead, 6 seconds ahead of Tim's, and Dandridge trying to make the move onto Tim. So we'll collect our thoughts there and just see what's going on here. Dandridge wants to make the move coming down the Camel Straight. We'll get it over Tim's. A P2 in the amateurs there for Dandridge. Wow, I'm just trying to pick up no idea what's going on right now.
I'll tell you what's going on right now. You're watching Raidillon TV, the only corner you ever need. Welcome everybody. And once again, just coming up to the end of this race, Carter Hutchison is battling Maxime Ustin for 4th position, as Milan Teekins tries to catch to the rear end of Chris Daines. Chris Daines is battling Jonathan Hallgaard. So there's a battle for 1st, and then there's a battle for 4th ongoing right now. Does Carter Hutchison make a move? He's sitting right behind.
Not a move you can make right here. Yeah, not a move you can make right here. In all due honesty, you cannot make that move here. Can he set himself up against Houston? Houston is also a real-life driver. It's going to be that easy to make. And not. But Chris Daines would not surprise me if he does make a move for Eclipse Racing. We'll just wait and see. Again, he goes for that late move into the source. Can't make it. He's really ambitious, and I say that in a good way because he knows what he's doing with this car to try and make it through the source. Meanwhile, 2 wide, Usain and Hutchinson behind. Yeah, Chris Daines, I was just saying, well, watch that battle. He knows what he wants to do with this car. He's gone off.
What happened? Did he just lose control of the car?
I don't know. Let's just watch this back again. He hit the brakes on my screen.
No! He's out of fuel!
He's underfueled! He's underfueled as we hit the final lap!
No!
Hogarth will take the lead. Teekins is now the closest car, but behind them, that's Houston and Hutchinson. 2 wide through Lake Coombe and Malmedy now into Brussels. Hutchinson now switches over from outside to inside. Houston battling, they almost touch. They keep on going. Houston now needs to hold on to this. He wants to get this P3. What the podium is not happening on off track. Chris Daines is off. He's had to tow. That's it for Daines. Hogarth looks like he's going to hold on to this at the moment. In all due fairness, Houston's gone off. He's hit the wall.
Hardware failure. Hardware failure.
That is...
What? Was that a hardware failure?
I have no idea. No idea what's going on, but does anybody want this race at the moment? Hogarth, Teekins, Hutchinson, Armstrong. We're coming down now to Blanchemont. We're on the way to Blanchemont. The gap between Hogarth and Teekins is 0.7 of a second. Can Teekins pull this in? Make one last hurrah? It's not going to be. This podium steps are not going to be what we expected when we started the final lap. But it's going to be completely different. But one thing is for sure, providing no last-minute mistake, it's going to be late moves. Can Teekins make it? He cannot. And he goes over the sausage curves. One last corner to go. Can Jonathan Hogarth take the victory for the pros? He does. And Milan Teekins will have to content with P2. And Carter Hutchinson will come around to take P3 in the pros.
Well done to Jonathan Hogarth, race winner with Milan Teekins very close behind. Carter Hutchinson doing his bit, coming up in 3rd. But we have this man, Zachariah Yama. He's already celebrating. Don't do a Louis. Don't do a Louis.
Don't celebrate, Zachariah. Wait till you get to the line. It's going to be 2 second race victories for him. Here he goes. Now you can do your celebrations. He will take victory for the amateurs. Dandridge will be coming behind slowly to take it. It's going to be a 1-2 for Vern Racing Team. That's fantastic for them. And Christian Stockel will take P3.
P4 going to Christian Furs. And then that would be, I think that is, what's wrong with my board right now? It's all going haywire. And then Harry Wills coming on behind with Simon Dodd coming on in 5th. No, 6. Sorry, I got his hopes up, but he was very respectable. I think he's also no, he's just doing donuts. A birthday boy celebration right there.
Oh yeah. Celebrate, birthday boy. You only celebrate your birthday once a year unless you're the queen.
Wait, what?
The queen has 2 birthdays.
When?
Give it the program, Rob. The queen has 2 birthdays.
Yeah. You still haven't explained to me how she has 2 birthdays.
The monarchy birthday, and her own birthday.
Oh. Yeah, but that doesn't count. She doesn't have 2 birthdays.
Still goes on. Anyway, as we were saying, Jonathan Hoggard takes victory with Milan Tikins and Carter Hutchinson joining him on the podium. James Armstrong will take P4 and Oscar Coper recovers the P5. Great recovery drive there. Younger takes 6th. Jones will take 7th. Van Ash will take 8th. Phelan will take 9th. And then, just quickly, Yama will win the amateurs. 16 places he made up. Dandridge will take 2nd. Soccer will take 3rd. Furs will take 4th. Wills will take 5th. Dodd will take 6th. Mark Bailey 7th. Dean Timms 8th. And Leiden Lee will take 9th. Then you've got the pro drivers of Jonas Dreyer, Ollie Steinbratton, Neil Butler, and then the amateur Josh Seymour. All of them finish on the lead lap. Then we come to those unlucky. Chris Daines run out of fuel, finishes a lap down. Ooston, possible hardware failure, lap down. Eggleston, 4 laps down. Talowitz, 5 laps down. Vic crashed out, 5 laps down. Ahern also 5 laps down. Came out though and finished, and he's just having a little bit of a celebration with his Vern Sim Racing as they are celebrating a 1-2, their first 1-2 in the series. Chris Hamer will be 10 laps down, as is Ben Smith, Andrew Miller, Callum Beaumont, and Gavin Boyett taken out on the first lap, 11 laps down.
It's coming to the end of the stream, Craig. But you know what we do, right? We do the shilling.
We do indeed.
Can you help me?
Sorry. Sorry. I can help you. I was just leading it. How you need to dry. I thought I just dry. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much once again for watching us. We are Raidillon TV, live on iRacing.com/live and YouTube.com/Raidillon TV. If you like what you have seen, please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. Underneath our video is linked to our Discord, which we have our nice little community full of memes. Everyone loves memes nowadays. And information of when we next go live. Also, shout out to TrackCams22.com for providing the cameras. And of course, RacingSimRigs once again for providing the sponsorship to the league. If you want more action coming up later tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time in America, the RSR Americas Series for GTEs at Montreal. Otherwise, it's week 12 in iRacing. Friday night, 1900 GMT, the ILMS finale at Spa. Yes, we're back at Spa. We're not leaving. We're not leaving the site. We're going to be staying here for the week. And then Sunday, the finale of the season will be the Fanatec GT Challenge at Monza at 1945 GMT. But until then, for next week, we are on a little bit of a break with a bit of an all-star race for the series. But until then, I have been Craig.
I have been Robert.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need.